I don't know. I thought it did it automatically.
With the
Apparently,
Avalanche
The broadcast is live.
Yeah.
okay, now you're live.
So the Avalanche tray, the Avalanche defrosting tray for $14.95 actually came in yesterday or day before. Sorry, Monday. I think it was Monday. Came in on Monday, and I was super pumped because I was ready to see how long it was going to take to thaw some chicken breasts. And that's when I sent you the picture of the chicken breast in the sink. So I come out to the sanctuary. I'm out of propane. I'm out of pellets, and I'm out of charcoal. So I can't cook anything. So then I have to wait till the next day. So the next day we're cooking at the office, and my dad's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make some smoked queso." So he goes and he gets the hamburger meat out of the freezer, and we put it on. I'm like, "Oh, cool!" So I put it on the Avalanche tray. I took it to my office just so I could do this for lunch. Put the hamburger patties on the Avalanche defrosting tray, and started the timer. Within 45 minutes, checked it, flipped it, like it says, every 45 minutes. I go in there at about an hour and a half, and I'm going, "Where's the freaking hamburger? The hamburger meat is gone. Like, it's not even on the tray anymore." I'm like, "What the heck is going on?" So I walk into the chop part, and it's all filled with smoke because my dad browned hamburger meat on the Blackstone. So he took it off of the defrosting tray and just browned it on the Blackstone. So I don't know how long it actually took the defrosting tray to work. So don't know, but I do stand behind all the products that I promote on the show, no matter what. No matter what. So the Avalanche defrosting tray is definitely a better deal than hot water on your chicken. Do not thaw your chicken with hot water.
We'll get into that later. All right, let's see. All right, so what's up, everybody? We got 15 people watching right now. Yes, it's the tray that he's talking about from last week. But anyways, guys, tonight we have Misty joining us, Seattle butcher's wife. So it's going to be a good show. We have lots of questions for her, some good ones and some ones that TD has. And so we got a lot of stuff to go over. And first off, Misty, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to people in the audience?
Certainly. So I'm Misty Bancaro, Seattle butcher's wife on Instagram, and I've been barbecuing for maybe a year and a half. And, I've learned a lot since then, but I'm still learning. I live in Seattle. I'm married with 3 kids at home, Lily, Bella, and Evan. And I do work full-time, so this is really a hobby for me and a pretty addictive one that I love. I'm sure many of you can relate. And that's pretty much it.
All right, cool. Well,
so we all have those things. We all have those things that we like. That I personally call it. People always ask all the time, like, "Well, because I have one of those things, called a real job."
Yep.
Already the spice caboose. So, at the Bad Moose and TD's Brew and Barbecue Show, you hear the spice caboose, you cheers the spice caboose. It'll be gone.
Yep. All right. Yep. See, they already know. People in the comments already know.
It's about average, right? 3 times. Yeah. Everybody knows.
3 to 4 at least.
Yep. Everyone knows. So there we go.
All right.
So
you ready?
Check it out, man. I have. Before we get started, dude, I have challenged Misty to a game of beer pong. Right now, we're gonna play a game of beer pong. On her, it's gonna be wine pong. Wine pong. She's gonna do wine pong. So what I have here, and how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna show
it's the same one. It's the same one.
So, it's the same spice boost. That's okay.
Yeah.
You can drink again. I never turned down an excuse to get the whistle wet. How do you sleep through this? I need to know, man. How does Melissa
Oh my
Marissa sleep through this?
It's a acquired thing.
Right. Yeah, in college, I lived across the street from one man. I worked nights and slept during the day. I sleep through a train wreck too, man.
That's annoying.
It's a long one.
Well, there's 2 crossings, so it's. Anyways,
Oh,
TD and Misty are going to be playing beer
So-
pong tonight. So
No, Misty is going to lose at beer pong. That's what we're playing. So
Okay.
what I have
That's
here,
how it is.
I have a sheet of paper with 6 cups on it. You guys see that? So
Yes.
Misty has the paper, and she has done the same. So what we're gonna do is 1 through 10.
Okay. You're cutting off.
Sorry,
You're cutting off. I hear the
that
train.
spice the booze. That's all I think. There's the train.
Mm-hmm.
well, you're just cutting out, so
All right, get better.
you're back.
Oh, come on. I'll get
Killing
it
me,
fixed.
man.
I'll get it fixed. So, anyways, I'm gonna take these 6 cups and we're gonna number them. Any 6 numbers between 1 and 10.
Okay. Okay, I'm done. Oh, that's
All
better.
right, there we go. I'm done too. I hope you picked good numbers.
I'm pretty sure I did.
All right, we're ready, Moose.
Dude, the train's still going. I muted my mic.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I was wondering why it got so nice and quiet. I was like, wow, dude.
Oh, look it. Casey says it's time to.
that it's been this long.
Yeah.
Casey said it's time to upgrade your internet because
Time
it's
to upgrade
garbage.
my internet.
Killing us, man.
I know, dude. Casey, buy more barbecue sauce. Casey. He's my buddy. He lives up in Idaho. He's my buddy.
Okay, did you do your first
ready,
round?
Moose?
Okay.
Ready?
Not yet.
All right, I'll start it off.
Ask the question first, so go ahead.
Okay.
Start the topic.
Okay, so Misty, I know that you have done other shows. I know you did a show like last week, so you've probably already talked about it. I'm going to try to ask you questions that you haven't talked about. I watched that show and I was like, crap,
You
I was
did?
going to ask that one. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I was going to ask that one too. Yeah, so I had to like do a whole bunch of different stuff. But just real quick for the people here who maybe don't know really who you are. We all obviously figured out that you're probably married to a butcher by your handle, but let's see. How did you get into the barbecue scene? Like, what was your motivation to start your journey into this barbecue world?
Well, it started with a conversation on the couch that's probably like 2 feet away from me. I was sitting with my husband and talking to him about getting more exposure for his meat company and, getting up with the times, getting social. And at that time, I was working for a company and I was in charge of like employee recognition. And so I did a social media page for that company. Mostly based on encouraging good behaviors and celebrating wins and everything else. And I said, it's really not that hard. He's like, well, then go ahead and, let's set it up. So we just sat on the couch and made his, and I was trying to get all of his meat pictures together. And, it was kind of exciting. I was hyped up, like, oh, good, I can help you. And in that, I said, I could probably do one for myself so I don't like inundate your page with my ideas and things. And so it was actually Angelo that came up with Seattle Butcher's Wife, and I just liked the sound of it, so I went with it. And
It stuck.
Yeah, it did. And at first I thought it would be fun just to, kind of, I guess, cross-promote, support the business. But I guess as I went through and started looking at the hashtag and started seeing all the barbecued meat, I was like, oh, wow, it's so much more than just butchery. Look what's out here. And I've been spoiled my whole life. Like, I'm married to a guy who makes hundreds of turkeys every year, hundreds of hams, hundreds of prime ribs, every year for other people or for businesses. He's not a small town butcher, right? He does larger things.
Right.
So his idea of smoking meat is like, let's put 200 turkeys in there and set the timer. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's way more. He's probably going to roll his eyes and go, it's more than that. But, I never had meat. So I'd go to every party, every family event, and I would be like, okay, I have to try to impress the family with some side dish. Like, I have to do something that's really special.
Right.
Because I got nothing. And so I don't know. I think after watching all the barbecue people, I mean, I bought a Traeger used. I saw those Traeger people, and it just looked so easy. And I was thinking, man, if they can do it, I can do it. So I'm gonna learn. And I have access to great meat, so why not? What am I waiting
Yeah.
for? This is silly. I can't believe I've been married and been around him so long and never really took advantage of it. I took advantage of the good food because he can cook really well, but
Right.
I never wanted to learn. I was like spoiled a little bit. So I don't know. It was just an adventure, one thing at a time, you know?
Go ahead, TD.
So being the butcher's wife. So being the butcher's wife, this is the first thing that comes to mind with me. Like, do you be like, hey, Seattle butcher's husband, I need this kind of meat, and he's like, okay,
Yeah.
and he brings it home, or does he just bring it home like, here, cook this, just to see, like, it's a challenge, like just to see if you can actually cook it, or what does he do?
No, I think I've gone through different phases. In the beginning, I mean, I needed to start slow. Anything that I did, I needed help with. I didn't even know how to trim, brisket. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd try to watch YouTube videos, and he's like, no, honey, they're not doing it right. They're not doing it right. So I had to learn from him on something, but really, no, nowadays, I do have special requests. Like, it's a silly request, but I want a tri-tip because I keep seeing other people doing these tri-tips cooked like a brisket, and you know what? I want to try it. Like, I love tri-tip anyways, but I also want to try. Anytime I see something else, I want to try it. So I'm like, I want to try it. So the last couple phone calls,
Right.
I'm like, hey, Angelo, can you get me a tri-tip? And he's like, we'll see about it. I don't always get the yes. He's not like he just goes in the shop and says, whenever Misty orders. No, I have to work for it. So, every once in a while, he'll come home, he'll come out, I need your help. I'm like, you need my help? What do you need my help with? And it's usually like the cooler, the big Canberra box, it's full of goods. And I'm like, oh, yay, I'll help you with that.
Nice.
And then I open up the
It's
box
like
and I'm
Christmas.
digging around. Yeah, it is. And I think lately I've been asking for, like, what's different? What's new? Sometimes
Right.
I like to make basic stuff that everybody else has. But I also find excitement in trying something that's a little different or a little new, or you can't get just anywhere. Like, that's kind of cool.
Right. Yeah, that's great. So, since you're up in Seattle, what I have to ask, well, first off, you're the guest, so you get to call your first number for the cup.
And I can
So
pick
go
any
ahead and
number?
call your number, any
Okay.
number between 1 through 10. Yep, any number 1 through 10. If it makes it in my cup, I drink. If it misses, you drink, and then I return.
Okay, number 7. 7, lucky number 7.
You missed. That's such a lucky number. All right. Perfect.
Why wouldn't you have that one?
I'm gonna have to say 7 since you said it was a lucky number. So I'm sure you've got 7 in your cups.
You do. That is
all right. Yes.
That's dirty, bro.
All right.
Totally.
So I know that is a bad move, but I had to. So I'm in it to win, dude. I'm in it to win. I'm not losing. I'm going undefeated on this. So I told you. So in Seattle, I heard of this thing, and this actually came from my 10-year-old, my youngest daughter. And she said she wanted to try this because it was famous in Seattle. So is it bubble tea or is it boba?
It's a boba. Boba tea.
It's boba. So what exactly is it?
What?
They're little tiny pieces of, gosh, what is that stuff that's at tapioca balls, basically.
Tapioca.
They're little circles of tapioca. Yeah.
You don't know this?
Dude, I don't drink like coffee and stuff, man. I don't drink that. You know that.
It's not. Like, so, it's not even.
It's usually tea, yeah.
But I hate tapioca.
It's very popular here.
I can't do tapioca, man. The texture drives me insane, dude. Drives me insane. Can't do it. So that's why I just wanted to know. Is it bubble tea or is it boba? Because I heard that in Seattle it's called boba tea. Or boba tea, sorry.
No, boba tea. There's a Chinatown. Right. When you go to the International District, it'll be boba tea. It's probably, if you go to the upper class Microsoft campus area, It might be called bubble tea, right? And we know what that means. It's boba tea. Okay?
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's boba.
Okay, all
like
right.
we call it boba here. I've never
It
heard it called bubble tea.
Yeah.
You New Mexicans are strange folk.
Yeah.
All right, hey,
No,
do you,
dude, I just heard this. My daughter said it was boba, so I looked it up, and it says in Seattle it is known as bubble tea.
well, your Google's wrong. Lou Cottrell, let's say hi to our people real quick. We have Casey's here, Lou Cottrell, James Greenleaf, not my
James
wife.
said hi to you, Angela. Sorry.
Oh yes.
James is yes, not my wife is here, and my wife is in there.
Awesome.
Debbie Ann RN. I don't know if your wife is still in here or not, but she was. Beeville Butcher says that it's bubble tea. Darla Jean, and yeah, I can't see everybody that's in here. Only if you comment. If you don't comment, then I can't tell that you're here.
Yeah.
But anyways, TD, do you have a controversial question for us, or do you want me to go ahead or was that it about the boba tea?
That was it, man. That was it.
Okay. Well, because I don't really want to get into it because they're tapioca balls, but dude, I didn't even know that. Like, I just learned that that's tapioca. It tastes like a gummy ball.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't taste like anything,
no,
honestly.
It doesn't. It doesn't, dude. It doesn't. No. No.
Oh, Dossie, what's up?
Dude, so it's super hard. Like, I can't take it, man. I can't take it.
All right. Well, I got questions, so we'll go to me. Let's see. Okay, Misty, who would you consider to be a role model for yourself in the online barbecue community? Like on Instagram, like which big Instagram, influencer barbecue person would you consider to be a role model for you?
Man, that's a really tough one. To be honest, I don't know if there's one individual that I would point out, because I like many aspects of these influencers. I like them for different reasons. If I picked one, I would say there's other things that are missing in that one individual to be the ultimate influence. But people that have inspired me from the get-go, like from the very beginning, the first person I saw from a trigger standpoint was BBQ. And I like her because she is just, a badass woman.
Yep.
Period. She's tough. She's straight to the point, straightforward. I like that. I love that she shares her handwritten recipes all the time on Facebook. She's live every day. Sometimes I wish I could just cook every day like she does. It just seems like a great life, right? Yeah. I love that she gets her son involved, and she's a toughie. She's doing good things. So I really respect her. But there's so many other people that I like for other reasons, and whether it's their cool creative recipes, whether it's their ability to do really good videos that help show and tell how to do things very quickly and efficiently. Whether it's showing more lifestyle, like there's just so many things. I like a lot of things too. And I just can't pick any favorites because there's just so many for everything that they do. I'm influenced every day. I wish I could narrow it down. I may need to think about that more before anyone asks me, because really, there's just too many people that come to mind.
Yeah, there's a bunch out there, but she is a good one because I've actually done she did like a Zoom meeting with Freedom So Hard, Derek. And I joined in on it, and she was super down to earth, very cool. I had a moment where I was just watching, I just wanted to kind of be in the audience, and then all of a sudden because I know him personally, and he pulled me out. He was like, "Hey man, do you have a question for her?" And I was like, I don't know. I said something stupid, and I was like, "Oh, I wasted my question on that." But she was super cool about it, and she awesome. She answered it, and she was awesome. So that's a good choice. She's a very down to earth person. I like that.
Yeah.
So
I think I remember you texting me after that was over and telling me how stupid of a question you asked her.
I probably did.
That was a year ago, man. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. And wow, whatever.
Yeah, that's I wish that the COVID thing wasn't going on, because I'd love to actually meet her in person and attend one of her shop classes. I know I did that with Chad Ward, and that was just really great experience.
Did you now? Are you an official Traeger ambassador now?
I am not.
Okay, you're not. Okay, I thought you were. Real quick, somebody asked in the comments what we were drinking. I just got to say that me and TD do the 6-pack beer swap every couple weeks,
Oh,
and
nice.
so right now he sent me this best made Bloody Mary pickle beer,
What?
and I have to say that
Awesome.
Good.
dude, people, this pickle beer thing, this is something. Okay.
I've never heard of it. I like
It's
pickled
legit,
brine.
man. It's legit.
Yeah, like somebody's onto something here. There's this whole pickle beer. Like, dude, I started taking the pickle juice from pickles and putting it in my beer now, and I'm like, why am I doing
Oh
this?
my
But
god.
it's phenomenal. Like,
The Pepe Loco. The Pepe Loco.
yeah, dude, it's a
Do you
thing.
You use that for your chicken brine?
I was actually, that's kind of like a question that I was going to ask you later about turkey, but we
Okay.
could talk about it real
Okay.
quick. I don't brine. I don't
Well,
wet brine
do that?
stuff. No, I feel like it takes a lot of time and space,
Yeah.
and I'm not that patient.
You have no space.
I don't have any space either.
That makes
Even
sense.
with 2 refrigerators, like, I don't know, man. But I would like to. I've done it once. I did it last year, and it was a disaster. Oh no, 2 years
no.
ago, it was a disaster. Like, I bought a whole kit to brine a turkey in,
Yeah.
and the bag broke, so I had to use like a trash bag, and it was just a horrible experience. And
no.
Jameson and a shot of pickle juice, yeah. But so yeah, I don't do that anymore. But TD, are you ready for round 2?
Yeah. Are you ready for round 2, Misty?
I am ready.
So in
So
round
ready.
2, you still go to
Yeah.
go first. You're the guest. You are always going to go first. You're the guest.
Okay. I'm gonna pick number 5. Because that was my number on my jersey when I played softball.
Drink up. You missed again.
What?
Wow,
Seriously? Not my
Yeah.
night.
I feel like he's
Yep,
cheating.
not your night. Not your night.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to say 3.
Ha.
Oh, did I miss?
You missed.
I can count. I can miss one. I can't bat 1,000. You can't always bat 1,000. So
You can't.
I
All
got
the
here.
time.
I got here the X Nova. Oops, sorry. The
What is
X
that?
Novo here in New Mexico. This is a hazy pale ale. It's great. Ex Novo is a New Mexico brewery up. I think they're actually in like Los Lunas. They're either in Los Lunas or Albuquerque. Corrales, New Mexico. So Misty, you could get this because it is actually based
Brewed
out
in
of Portland,
Seattle?
Oregon, and one of their
perfect.
breweries is in Corrales, New Mexico. Yeah. So you
That's
should be able to
awesome.
get this one all the way up there, the Ex Novo. Yeah, they have a couple
Okay.
really good ones, so you'll have to
I
check
wrote
them
it
out.
down. I'll look for it. I'm
But
going to
now
Portland this weekend.
onto the important question. Onto the
Okay.
important question.
God,
Oh no.
So
I'm scared.
it's not bad. So I ran across this thing when I was searching in Seattle, so I really thought I wanted to throw this out there. What is a gooey duck? Is it gooey duck or is it
What?
geoduck?
Seriously, you don't know what a
Because it's-
gooey duck is?
No, I've only seen it, and I have to say today was probably the first time I ever knew the actual name of it. I always thought it was just a big clam. So, like, how do you cook it? Like, what do you do with it? Is it good? That's what I want to know.
I do not cook them. I will not. I do not know if they're tasty. They must be. People actually, dig them up.
That
and
doesn't
cook
mean
them.
anything.
But yeah, I have a lot of friends that go clamming.
So-
I know it's terrible. I live here in the Pacific Northwest. I have access to all this free food on the beach. I don't take advantage of it at all. It's
And she's
terrible.
like, meat.
Yes.
So,
Meat.
You see
so
my
what
face?
is it?
It's not gooey duck. It is
What
like
is
a big
it?
clam. It is
Oh,
like
it's a
a
clam.
disgusting. Yeah, it's a big shellfish, and it sticks its head out, and it looks so disgusting. Like, I can't believe you looked that up. That's hilarious. Are you interested in trying one?
Yeah. So I thought I googled the wrong thing, like at first, because it is the most
Exactly.
phallic symbol you can ever see. You can.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
it is
wanna look
crazy.
at
It
it.
is the most phallic thing that you can.
Yeah.
It looks like Jabba the Hutt. It looks like Jabba the Hutt's infant child.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. It's horrible, man. It's horrible.
That's bad flashback. I remember
All
when I
right.
was in
It
sixth
is.
grade.
But
I was on a field trip.
if you Google Geoduck, Geoduck, it is pronounced Gooey Duck, though, right?
Yeah. Warning,
Oh,
it's Gooey Duck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how it must taste really good because the way that it looks,
No.
I would not eat it.
No, I wouldn't eat it.
I think it's one of those
So,
rich
that was my
people
question.
fancy things.
I'll get into some even more important ones here in a minute.
Okay, hold on real quick, because somebody had to go there already and bring this up. It's just okay. So, Misty,
Yes.
pineapple on your pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
I quit.
Bye.
Why?
See ya.
Why?
Now, welcome to the TD Brew Barbecue Show.
Nice knowing you.
I actually just had pineapple on my pizza tonight.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
hear
not
it.
for everyone. It's only the strong can handle it. I'm just
Oh.
saying.
There's a spice caboose.
There you go. Oh my
Jen-
god.
pineapple always belongs on pizza.
Jen Ramirez is also known as not my wife.
Okay, I didn't understand what that means.
Yeah,
What
So-
is not my
that's
wife?
not
Actually your
his wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. TD got confused. Her husband is actually Ryan Ramirez. He's in the comments too.
Oh,
But
okay.
I've known her since middle school. Oh gosh, see, we're gonna start the
I've seen her in the
pineapple
comments.
thing. We're gonna see. My wife is the Mrs. Marissa Masoto.
Always, dude.
Okay.
Always.
All right, so we're gonna get past the pineapple thing.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about real quick. So
We'll never get back.
I know we never will. It'll be forever going. But Misty, so you cook a lot of like meats. Obviously, your husband is a butcher, so you get all the good meats and stuff.
Okay.
But what are your two favorite go-tos? God, stupid train.
It's the worst tonight, but it's never been this bad.
Dude, it's never like it's only on Wednesdays. Wednesdays must be like. All right, what are your two favorite side dishes to cook on the smoke? I'm gonna mute myself until it's good.
Yeah.
You answer.
Yeah, right now,
There you
there's
go.
a
That's
couple,
so much
there's
better.
a couple of things. I'll give you one side dish that I love. It's not even, I guess it's not a side dish. Any pastas, I think, are a side dish to meat. And for many people, that's a main dish. But, for us, we like meat as our main course always. So a side dish is good. So like last time I made lasagna, and it was a white Alfredo lasagna on the trigger. And man, that was so good. It could have been the main dish, but it's always a good side to some meat source. And the other thing I like to do for the kids, I'll just give you three. The other thing I like to do for the kids is mac and cheese, because that's like so easy and it's always so good. I guess that fits in the pasta family. So now our family is eating a lot less pasta, a lot less carbs, a lot less sugar. And there's really only 1.5 people that are really eating sugar right now. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's hard to cook for them. So our side dishes are mostly like grilled vegetables, because it's just easy to do that, with some butter or oil and herbs.
Okay.
So I love Brussels sprouts and bacon, any vegetables. We like to grill those. And I love, and I know some people do that as a main dish, but stuffed peppers or, jalapeno poppers, like those are really fun and
Right.
easy, keto-friendly kind of thing right now.
Okay, good answers. I am terrible at sides.
Pop-
Like I tell my wife that
meal at my house.
that's true. But I say that I'm gonna cook meat, and then she's like, "Oh, well, what's the side?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, meat,
Yeah.
more meat."
Meat.
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Yeah, she can do the side for you, because I mean, that's the fun part about being a partner, is doing the side dishes, right? And
Well,
even now I'm older, I make my kids do them. I'm like, you guys can figure out something for the side. I'm making the meat. So it's nice to delegate.
Nice.
Yeah,
See, if my kids did it, they would just grab like a bag of chips, which I'm totally
no.
fine with.
not okay. Bag of chips. Not a side dish to my aged prime, dry aged ribeye. I can't do chips with it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, look
so,
at Priscilla's
like,
here.
you guys don't have like French fries, like when I have steak, like I love
No.
French fries. Like that's
Oh, yeah, French
my
fries.
thing. I'll do steaks and French fries all day.
No.
Yeah, that's one of my things. But you're not big on the French fries.
I love French fries from McDonald's. That's it. And we hardly ever do that. So
Oh,
no. Oh, I
you know
love
what?
a baked
That's
potato.
gonna be a catcher.
You know what I really
Dude,
like
again?
that I discovered is
It's the same one.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
The Japanese sweet potato.
Yeah.
Those are better than fries any day. Those are like fries and dessert. If you haven't had them, they are bomb.
I've never heard of that.
I know, me neither until this year. I'm like, oh my god, these are.
What for you guys in the comments? What sides do you guys like to make for when you're having meat? Give us some ideas if you're watching. Comment what sides you like. Ryan Ramirez said grilled zucchini and elotes, which means corn, by the way. TD elote means corn.
What?
That sounds good.
Dude, and you said it perfectly in Spanish.
Yeah.
Bravo, bro. Bravo. Yeah,
Thank you.
Spanish. Where do you get elote most of the time?
Usually,
like if Seattle Butcher's husband was around, what would you call that place if it was a Mexican meat market?
carniceria.
Yeah.
No, it's a carniceria. It's not a carniceria.
You don't know.
Oh my gosh, I heard you guys debating about this the other day.
You heard him being wrong.
I heard you guys going back and
yeah.
forth for a while.
Let's see. Katie says bacon wrapped asparagus. I've never done that, but it always looks so good.
That's really good.
Yes.
Good call. I would totally love that.
Yep.
I've done that.
Oh,
Yes,
dude, I've
it
never
is.
tried that. Brussels sprouts, smoked butternut squash. That sounds good.
Oh yeah, that's very
Nice.
Dude, I really need to step my side game up, man.
Yeah.
Not my
speaking
side
of stepping
chick
your side
game.
up.
good. Not the side chick game, just the side
Yeah,
dish.
not your wife.
Yeah.
Not your wife, yeah. So, all right, Misty, are you ready for round 3?
I think so.
All right, go ahead. You're the guest.
Okay. How about number 9?
Drink up. You missed.
What? That's nonsense.
This is impossible.
I'm not cheating. I promise.
I'm
Number
making
4.
it up. Number 4, drink up.
Ha!
Oh. See, you're cheating. You probably didn't even write that in the script. You're writing it now, like outside of the script.
No.
We've got.
Okay. I'm not going to accuse you of cheating. It's okay. So, now,
Wait.
what is the correct, now, and this is going to spark a debate, what is the correct cheese or cheeses to use in a mac and cheese? Does it involve Velveeta?
It never involves Velveeta. It's Gruyere.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's what?
You're welcome. There's
Gruyere.
only one place I allowed like the Velveeta, and that was in that recipe for the, crazy viral queso that I just had to give into. So I did Velveeta in there, much against my husband's will. He's like, Velveeta? Yeah, I did it. It was still damn good.
See, I'm saying no on the Velveeta.
Oh no, Velveeta is.
Not for mac and cheese though. Like,
No.
Not if you want
Like,
to.
you gotta have-
I use Velveeta and Asadero. I use Velveeta and Asadero cheese with milk. That's how I do mine.
No, like I like the Gruyere is really good melting
That's
cheese,
the point of this.
and Gouda's great mac and cheese. Let's see. I have. Well, I'm going to save the really controversial questions that I have for the last, but
Oh my god.
yeah, like the ones that are going to everybody's going to get all crazy in the comments. But so in a world, let me ask you, in Misty, so in a world of barbecue that's mostly kind of pretty much dominated by mostly men, what would you say to the ladies that are like out there watching who might be interested in getting into like barbecue, who might be like intimidated or, what would you say to them who want to get like into it but are scared because it's like a guy thing?
I would say anybody can do it. And don't be afraid to use a grill that's pretty easy, because it doesn't really matter what you cook on. You know, as long as you're making amazing food, that's all that matters. And, you know, I'll just share my story, if there are women watching, is that I never cooked at all before this. Like, really, I never cooked at all. I did some very minimal, easy things because, you know, I was a mom and I was required to. But if I asked my husband, like, what was I good at before barbecue? He would probably laugh for a while. And then he would say, well, maybe like tacos, or maybe, you know,
Ground meat. Ground meat.
And all my friends, yeah, ground meat. All my friends from high school are like, I can't believe you're doing this, Misty. You could barely make like Pop-Tarts and, you know, mac and cheese when we were in high school. I'm like, I know. Go up and tell anybody. It's embarrassing. But, you know, for real, I think what is so cool these days is that you have access to all these videos, all of these recipes. It's way easier than you think. And if you start simple, you just start simple, like, oh my gosh, it's just right there in front of you. So you either jump on and you try it or you don't. And I'm like, I've had the most fun, and probably the best part of this barbecue journey is influencing ladies to get into a grill, and not necessarily even go buy one, although I have made some people buy grills. But it's getting them maybe to open their husband's grill. They haven't touched it in a while, or they were afraid because they didn't want to get burned, or whatever the reason is. Or their husband said, that's mine, so don't touch it, whatever the deal is, right? And I said, gosh, it's so easy. Let me show you how to do it. I've even gone to my friends' houses and show them how to do it. I'm like, gosh, it's easy. Let's just steak. And then I get pictures of ribs, and then I get a picture of a pork butt. And I'm like, all right, girl, you got this. So that's kind of a fun part for me.
I like it. That's a good answer.
Spice caboose.
Dude, I don't.
Back by again.
Seriously, bro. Like,
it's usually only like 3 times max, dude. It's been 3 times in 35 minutes.
I finished that one. Like, this is absurd.
But that's awesome. That is awesome. That what you're doing. That what you're doing is great. If my kids, I have 3 daughters. So if my daughters were allowed to, besides my oldest one, were allowed to have social media, especially Instagram, then I would definitely make sure that they would follow someone like you that does that. And my daughters do a lot of cooking. Some of them are better than others. Some of them, depending on what they're cooking on, might actually be better than me. I cannot cook pancakes. It's like one of my nemesis. Like, I can't cook pancakes. But my 11-year-old, she cooks pancakes like this thick. And they're perfectly done. It's golden brown and like this big around, and they're great. And I'm going, how do you make these? How do you make these? And she's like, I don't know, I just make them. I'm like, we got to get you on the Blackstone and do some videos. But yeah, that's exactly what you want. Is you want somebody like that. My oldest is 16. Then I have an 11-year-old.
Awesome.
So yeah, girls.
Good time.
Yeah.
Good time.
Oh yeah. So
in the comments. My wife
can go into.
Hold on. Let's look at the comments real quick. We got to respond to people. Let's see. My wife said, "Oh my God, I love you, Misty. We have the same thinking. Real food is a must." Yeah, no Velveeta here. No Velveeta.
Wait.
Let's see. Yeah, the train is really long. Let's see what else. I think that's if you guys watching have questions that you want to ask Misty, just type them in the comments, and we promise I will ask them. So if you have questions, anything at all, please type them in, and we will get to it. And TD, you didn't ask your controversial question yet, did you?
No, you skipped me.
Oh, sorry. We had to make sure we go back and check in the comments.
So if you're ready for round 3, we can do another round for round 3. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You get a mental game here. Mental game.
Cheater.
Go ahead. Call out your number.
Okay, my number is number 1. Number 1.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. Oh, number 1. You made it. You made it. You made it. See, I'm not cheating. Yay!
I'm a winner.
That's only one. You have 5 more. So, when we were talking about the side dish and the things of cooking, Or yeah, salad. Sorry. On your side dish, do you do a lot of corn on the cob?
No.
No? No?
Mm-mm.
What do you do potato salad?
Yes, I do really good
Yes,
potato
potato
salad.
salad?
Yeah, thanks for
So,
reminding me. I totally forgot about that.
yeah, what is the secret to potato salad? Is it mayonnaise or is it Miracle Whip?
Oh
Oh,
God.
please. It's definitely mayonnaise only, no
Thank
Miracle Whip.
you.
And the secret is a little bit of pickle juice, your favorite.
Oh no, but
It
not.
works.
Oh,
It
nice.
works.
I love pickle juice.
It works.
Yes.
It's so
Love
good.
pickle juice. Love
It is.
pickle juice.
You do not have to use any mustard. If you just use
Yes.
a little tiny bit of pickle juice, it's so bomb. Trust me. All my friends are like, wow, your salad's changed. I'm like, I know. It's a secret. Now you know my secret.
Dude. Oh, Miracle Whip and
that's
mayonnaise
the
are not the
secret.
same.
That's the
They're
secret
not
of
the
pickle
same.
juice.
No.
They're not the same. I don't know what
They're
Miracle Whip is. The only miracle is that it has lasted this long and that
Yeah.
people enjoy it. That's the only miracle
Yeah.
about Miracle Whip. It's
And people
terrible.
prefer it over. So we.
No.
I do not do. I don't.
Okay.
No.
Good. Let's see. People say olives in potato salad.
See, like down here in the Southwest, we even have like
no
all
olives.
kinds of.
I don't like
olives.
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't
I'm
like
not
olives.
in potato salad.
No.
Olives
I
are
don't like period.
beer drinking snacks.
That's why. I don't like.
Whoa.
I
They're
don't
beer
like
drinking
olives.
snacks, man. That's what I drink. That's what I eat the snack on when I eat beer. They're like jalapeno.
Do you put them on your fingers? Do you put them on your fingers?
No, because the jalapeno is in there, so I can't get them on my finger. I just pop them.
No olives. I like olives.
I would
in
do
it.
that with the black
I don't like
olives.
olives.
With the black olives, they only do that with the black
Onions, yes. Priscilla.
Yeah.
Priscilla said, "Question: gas or charcoal?"
For what?
I don't know. She
Oh,
just
gas?
said. She said, "Question: gas or charcoal? What's the difference?"
Charcoal.
That's what her question was. Charcoal.
Charcoal.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And just
Egg
because
on
of the
potato
flavor.
salad is disgusting.
What? How else do you make it?
No.
Yeah, how else do you make it? Is it just
Dude,
potatoes?
you put eggs in potato salad, right?
I put eggs.
That's the only way to make it.
It's essential.
Gotta have eggs in there.
How do you make it without
I was
eggs?
at a
I love
barbecue joint.
That's just
just a
mayonnaise
couple
and
weeks ago.
potatoes.
Right.
Mayonnaise and potatoes is not enough.
Mayonnaise and potatoes. It's just mayonnaise and potatoes.
Not enough.
So I was at a barbecue
Hard-boiled
joint
eggs.
a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago here. Yes, a couple weeks ago, and they made their potato salad with ranch, in-house made ranch, and it was epic.
What?
Yes.
No.
It was amazing, dude. They had crunchy pieces of real bacon on it, some green onion, and it was like red potatoes and like red onion. Dude, it was epic. It definitely was top-notch potato salad, man. And to be honest, now that that's brought up, I don't think there was any egg in it either. And
You know what?
So I may be team no egg now, dude.
No, I think you got like with ranch, like what's in ranch dressing? It's sour cream and a bunch of seasoning.
Yeah.
That's all. And there is egg in it, yeah. So I think it's kind of like saying it's ranch dressing is like a shortcut to putting the actual extras in there, right? Because otherwise you would put the mayonnaise and you would put all of the seasonings like you normally would season a salad. So that's just like it's like Velveeta, it's like Miracle Whip, it's like what's that terrible butter? Margarine.
Oh, margarine. That's not butter. Don't give it that. It's plastic.
So, like, dude, I gotta say, the best thing about margarine was always the Fabio commercials, dude. So awesome. Like, I can't believe it's not butter. Like, all the time, dude. It was so great.
Oh, yeah. Ryan says macaroni salad or potato salad. Now, that's a good question. If you had to choose one.
Oh, that's easy for me. I do not like macaroni salad at all. Like, not even a little. My mom made it so poorly. Like, my mom's not watching. No, my mom made it when I was younger and ruined it for me. I have not met. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I don't say macaroni. I like the pasta salad that's Italian. With the Italian dressing and the salamis and oh my god, with the sun-dried tomatoes. That's bomb. But basic macaroni salad with those cheese chunks and stuff. No, thank you for Misty.
Oh, dude, that's a good question. I would say that I like macaroni salad. Oh, better. But
Well,
no, maybe, like not your mom's macaroni salad. No, like my father-in-law makes really, really good macaroni salad and potato salad. So he's like my side dish guy. So like one day if I ever open a food truck, he's gonna make all the side dishes and I'll make the meat. Diced jalapeno and bacon bits is much better.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds bomb.
And everybody, if you're watching, oh god, wait, where'd he go?
I think Jen is challenging me to a fight.
I'm cheating?
She is.
Yeah, she is.
It's okay.
She is. She's definitely. What are you team? Are you team Miracle Whip, Jen? Or are you?
Oh.
Are you just? Are you anti plastic salad?
She it's okay. My wife fought her one night on accident. She can't fight. You're good.
It's okay, I can.
That's why she's not his wife. Because his Marissa won. Yeah.
They were fighting over me, and it was just it got crazy.
Oh my god.
Wait. Okay. So all right. Let me get into my next question then.
Okay.
And let's see. My phone locked. Okay. So, what is your favorite meat to cook, and what is your favorite meat to eat? Because for me, those two are different. But I want to, so what is your favorite to cook? What's your favorite to eat?
Oh man, that's so hard. I think one of my favorite meats to cook is probably a brisket, just because of, I don't know, it's like the king. It's so important to get it right. It's so important to watch every detail, to trim it properly, to get the right piece to begin with, to season it. Every time I grab a seasoning before I have a nice brisket sitting there, all trimmed, ready to go. Before I pick up seasoning, I usually have like 6 or 5 of them sitting by my cutting board, and I really have to make a decision and it's so weird because I have a lot of spices, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know going into it what I'm going to do till the final moment, and I just am like, okay, I've decided. Now here's the flavor profile I want, and here's the crust I need to achieve. It's like a challenge, it's a real challenge. So I like that because I want to make it better every single time, and I want to learn every single time. And, I want to, either do the same thing a couple times, see if I really liked it, or if it was just that one fluke, or change it up entirely to see if wrapping it with foil or what paper versus foil or whatever. It's just a challenge. As far as eating, I love brisket also, but I think I just still, after all these years of having it, appreciate a really high-end quality Wagyu steak.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Can't go wrong with steak.
Melts in your mouth. Yeah,
steak.
I just love a good ribeye. Like, that's just like, or even in New York, like, I'll just really appreciate it.
I agree with what you said because my favorite.
How you do it. That's exactly how you do it.
My favorite meat to cook also is brisket, and exactly why you said, because it's like a process and it's like fun. Like, it's not quick, and there's just so many different ways you can do it, and it's different almost every time. But my favorite meat to eat, I think, is tri-tip, because
that's good too.
We get tri-tip. It sounds like maybe you don't get tri-tip very easily.
Not as much. I can,
because our tri-tip is just like prevalent, like everywhere. I get it for like $2.50 a pound cheap. Sometimes, and it's cheap.
Yeah,
nice.
So I pay like $5.99 a pound for a tri-tip, and that's cheap. Like most of the time, it's like $6.99, $7.99, $8.99 a pound, and I buy like the whole box. Like I buy like 100 pounds, and that's how I get it so cheap at like $5.99.
That's awesome.
And
I know
that's just crazy that he gets it for half the price.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about buying in bulk, and that's why it's good. My husband is a butcher. He's a trained butcher, but he actually owns a meat processing facility. So if you own a meat processing facility, you're getting stuff in bulk. And that's sometimes why I don't get one thing at a time. Because if he's buying a box, that box may be intended for some restaurants in Seattle or, whatever it is. So I'm like, man, can't you just sneak one out of the box for me? Doesn't always
Right.
work out.
Right.
And usually the
Just
last
gotta
right that
steal
we brought
one.
were Wagyu. So, just give me a basic one. I don't
There's
need a
another-
fancy one.
There's another spice caboose coming through, so I'll probably end up muting myself here shortly.
So-
Dude, I don't know.
Oh.
That's like the 4th train
That's
tonight.
crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That's more than we've ever had, dude. That's more than we have ever had.
It hasn't even been an hour. Like, I don't know. Where are these trains going?
I know.
Why is there so many
It's
trains?
crazy.
It's like
That's okay.
a
I'm cool
holiday.
with it. I just don't like not being able to hear. So once
Well-
we hear the spice caboose, then you need to go dark and just ride it out, dude, until it's over. That way we can drink and then we can move on with the show.
Right. So you can go ahead and do your bit with your question and your next beer pong shots.
So, Misty, go ahead.
All right. The number is 6. 6.
Oh, you got one.
I did.
See,
He's
I'm not
still
cheating.
cheating.
I'm not cheating.
Yeah, you are.
Cheater.
Cheater. You're just letting her get some now,
5.
so it makes you look like you're not.
5, Misty. 5.
Ha!
Gotcha.
Drink up, friend.
I missed. I'm in a slump. It's okay.
Good.
You can't bet 1,000. You 500's okay.
Stay in your slump. Nobody
So,
wants you to
okay,
actually win.
So I had a note here. I had a note
Okay.
here for you, Misty. When I did watch the live that you did with Lone Star Butcher, I think
Yeah.
it was.
Mhm.
Were you wearing a Black Label Society T-shirt in that video?
No. No.
I could only see the very, very top part, and it seriously looks like a Black Label Society T-shirt, which happens to be possibly my favorite band.
Oh my God,
So that's
no.
why I had to ask, because I'm like, wait a minute, what? She's a Black Label Society fan. No, okay. So let's
Did
move
it
on
have,
to
did
more
it have
important
skeletons
stuff.
on it?
So
did it have-
mine,
What? Now you got me
I think
thinking about
so.
the
Yeah, I
t-shirt.
think so.
Okay, I'll have to look up what t-shirt
yeah, I
it
think
is and
so.
get
I
back
think
to
it
you.
did, because the Black Label Society the Black Label Society logo actually looks
Mhm.
like the patches on the back of like a Hells Angel, like a
The biker?
thing, and that's
Oh,
kind of what it
okay.
looked like just at the top to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what it was. Sorry.
So,
And now I'm going to look up that
since-
band.
Since Thanksgiving is coming up, is it acceptable to decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving?
Ooh.
Only this year.
Wait,
Only this
what?
year.
I wasn't
You just,
expecting that.
threw me for a loop,
Yeah,
'cause there was
you're
probably
welcome.
only like
You're welcome.
9,900,000 million times it was either going to be yes or no, but no, we got
Yeah.
one.
You have an exception. This year is like a ridiculous year. This year is full of shit.
Right.
This year is so crazy that honestly, like, you can do whatever you want that makes you happy. That's what you should do. And if you asked me last year, I would say that is just not right. Right. And I work in retail. So I already have in my stores, I already have holiday packaging out. We're already talking about the holiday, events that we're doing. I've been in retail for so many years. Like, I've been a district manager for over 15 years. And so I've done floor sets for the holidays way in advance of the time that we really should be thinking about it. I get it. Totally get it. But this year is totally the exception to me. Like, I've seen people putting up their trees, and my first instinct was like, what are they doing? And then I thought, shut up, Misty. They're having fun. And that's what we need to do more of. So I'm totally down with that. I think it was Derek Perry, actually, that actually put up his lights, and he had it in his story. And I'm like, hell yes, I want to put my lights up. I don't care.
Now I want to do this.
Do whatever makes
It's
you
time
happy.
to rock around the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like, we're rocking around the Christmas tree.
Whatever
Starting
floats your
tomorrow.
boat. Yep, just be happy, period.
And apparently-
I don't even think December 1st is early enough, because I think 2
What?
weeks maximum.
What?
And
Oh.
I love Christmas.
especially the Christmas. It's the
Christmas.
Christmas music, dude, that turns me into a Scrooge.
Oh.
I do not need to hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 100 times a day by 50 different artists. Like, I don't.
Yes,
need
you
to.
do. Yes, you
No.
do.
You
No.
definitely do.
You're the
In fact,
Grinch.
maybe I'll sing to you.
I'm Scrooge.
I'm gonna sing those Christmas songs and DMs to you now.
You're a Grinch.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You can sing?
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
not
sing
gonna sing on
for
that.
us? Anything but a Christmas
No.
song. Anything
Heck
but a Christmas song.
Not a,
Not gonna happen.
but I do love to sing, and I think it's fun.
That is actually one of my questions. That's actually one of my questions. I just chose not to ask you that yet.
She would
Can you
sing?
for us?
Karaoke night.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so most of the people are agreeing with
Yeah,
her
exactly.
in that you can decorate prior to Thanksgiving, especially this year. But not my wife says that she hates Christmas music, and she's also a Grinch. Huh.
Oh man.
Wow. Jen,
I'm a
you're
Scrooge.
back.
I'm not a Grinch, dude. A Grinch is cool. A Grinch figures it out. Scrooge is, he doesn't like it.
Oh, well, you know what? That's you guys are terrible people. Okay. Hey. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ask this controversial question because I really am interested. So, well, I'll ask half of it. We'll come back to the other part later. What is the proper way to defrost chicken? Let's
Good
see.
question.
You come home. You're like, oh, I gotta cook chicken in 2 hours so it's ready. How are you going to defrost your chicken?
I don't do that.
You have to.
I don't.
The question says you have to. If you're going to, how are you going to do it?
That's messed up. For 2 hours, shoot, I've never. Remember, I'm new to this. I don't even like chicken as much as I like other things. So if you look at my page, you're not going to see sometimes wings. I'm trying to entertain my friends at the Wing Wednesday party, but it's not my favorite.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Here
for
we
real.
go.
I try to play in all meats, but chicken isn't always my favorite. It's so easy. But no, as far as defrosting, though, honestly, I know the package says it's in the fridge. I usually leave mine out on the counter. I was recently approached by a couple of companies that wanted to partner with me to use their defrosting mat. I don't really have a need for that. I try to be planful and pull a few things out at a time. So they defrost. I don't have a 2-hour pin. If I had 2 hours, I would cook a steak, not a chicken.
Okay.
From
Apparently,
Yes.
you would cook a steak
Yes,
from
she leaves
frozen.
them on the counter. Yes, I love that answer.
Mhm.
okay. Apparently, I was okay. If you had a little bit more time, because the proper answer should be in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
Over a couple days.
I
But
don't really care. I'm not doing that. That's too much
who
work.
does that? Who does that, right? But
Nobody.
I had people that last week were saying hot water, and that just drives me
That'll boil
crazy.
your chicken. No.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
Now,
thank
have
you.
you ever heated up chicken in the microwave? When I
No,
was younger,
Priscilla. Yes.
I never did that.
Spice caboose.
Spice caboose. Priscilla is team microwave, so she likes to defrost everything in the microwave. Wow, Ray switched sides. Ray's up in the hot water bath. Honestly, dude, this is also an acceptable way. If you put it in a pot and put cold water in it and just
Yeah.
change the water out
Yep,
like every 10, 15 minutes, it'll defrost pretty quick.
Yeah, that's what I have. I mean, I usually get my chickens all, vacuum sealed from the butcher. So I can just put them in a big bowl, like the little ones, the little fresh, natural, organic ones. I could put them in a big bowl and just let them sit in there and change the water every once in a while so they're ready. Yeah, that's fine
Yes,
with me.
that is the correct way. That is the correct way.
Peeville Butcher says that he thaws his turkey in
That
the
is
back
the
seat
correct way.
of his car.
Okay.
He sets it back there and lets it chill.
You know what, Ray? I don't even accept you anymore,
So,
Ray.
Misty,
No.
round number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, you guys.
Okay, I only have one more number left.
Uh-oh.
It's number 2.
What? Yo, you can
got
pick.
number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Oh no.
Did I miss a spot?
So what happened was is that I'm supposed to be marking the cups that you make, and you're supposed to be marking the cups that I make. So like according to mine, you still have 3 left. Or
What?
you still have 3 left. But that's
I marked
okay.
my
This
own.
was the first time. I guess I didn't explain it correctly.
No, you didn't.
So we'll
16-year-old
call
got
this
it
one a
completely?
draw. We'll call
Oh.
this one a draw.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it either. I told him not to do it.
That's okay.
It's not your
Good
fault.
Whatever, dude.
Good time.
Whatever.
You got to drink anyway, so
I
So,
did.
that's
no,
that's a win.
Pleasure.
I shouldn't. Yeah, you got to drink anyways. So,
Oh,
now going to the. Oh yeah, here it is. What is the correct way to eat an Oreo cookie?
Well, that's silly. You swirl off the top and put it in your mouth and eat it, or you could dip it in milk.
So you twirl, you take it apart and then you eat it separately, or just like
Yes.
one with the cream and the cookie and then the cookie by itself?
Yep, that's what I do.
Interesting.
I haven't eaten any in a while,
Interesting.
and I
So
did
then-
not play along with the like bacon wrapped Oreo deal. But kudos to you that did.
So when you mentioned about dipping it, dunking it, so like when you dunk it, what is the correct amount of time that it should be submerged in milk?
The same amount of time as you pour a shot, like 1,000, 2 1,000. Eat.
oh, see.
Oh, you just get it wet. So you just
Yeah.
put a dip in the pool, right? Just
It's like
feed it.
1,000, 2 1,000. Okay, it's just
Oh,
moist
right.
enough it's not falling apart, because that's no good when it falls in your mouth.
Yes. See, yeah, gotta like I've seen a thing where like people started doing this like for a while. My kids actually showed me this. They take a fork and they put it inside the Oreo cookie, and then
Oh
you
my
hold it completely, so you could submerge all of it
That is
into
like a
it, and then you
TikTok
don't
deal,
have to get
probably.
your fingers in it. Yeah, it probably is. It most definitely. Hold on. It most
I'm
definitely
gonna try
is a
it.
TikTok
I'll tag
thing.
you in my stories.
It's some type of hack. It's some
Whoa.
type of hack. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
wait, there's a
but-
lot of
I
answers
say
here.
until it stops bubbling. I
Ooh,
say
there's a
until
lot
it
of
stops
ideas.
bubbling, because when you put it in there. So when you put it in there, you see the little bubbles that come up. Once the little bubbles stop coming up, that is the correct amount of time.
I'm a 7.5 second
cream.
kind of guy.
7.5.
Oh, you count to 7.5.
Yeah.
So dude, that's a pretty good question.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, so I gotta read some of the comments though, because I'm confused. Priscilla always has some off the wall shit, bro. Okay, she said, "Open it, eat the cream, and put the cookies in milk like cereal." I've never heard of that before. That's a new one.
Wait, do you crush it up? Do you crush it up and make like an Oreo cereal?
I'm not sure what she's
That
doing
could
with
be
it.
genius, dude.
It could be, but I've never heard of that.
Like next level shit right there.
Beeville Butcher said, in the shower with cold water pouring on you while you rock back and forth in the fetal position, saying, "I'm good enough." That's the only way. That's a very interesting way to do it. That's very specific. Misty's
Hold
laughing
on, I
for
gotta
another
turn
reason.
That's true.
I gotta turn my heater down in the sanctuary, dude. The Blackstone's getting hot.
Misty is laughing for another reason. I don't get it. What's the other reason?
I think you
So,
said
yeah, the
7.5
Blackstone is my
seconds or
heater.
something.
Yeah, I'm a 7.5 second kind of guy. With Oreos.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, I thought that excuse 10 seconds later. too.
Oh shit, that's
so,
funny.
Dan, I think we're.
I got you got yours. That was yours. It's my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Let me find one here. Okay. So, what have you ever considered getting into like your own line of like sauces or rubs or anything like that? Since you
Yeah.
kind of blown up.
Let me ask you, if I made one, would you buy it?
Probably.
Well, then I might.
I would trade
No.
you.
Or that.
Look, you guys,
I would trade you first.
you guys are both in the business, right? You guys are both hustling and you have your own product and you know what's required to do that. It's a lot of extra work. Right now in my life, I'm busy. I'm just freaking busy. And it doesn't matter if, I have more people following me and whatever, that just makes it even more so. Right. So, for me, I'm just seriously busy. I have a full-time job. I have kids. I want to. There's a lot of things I want to do, but I don't really have time for. And honestly, guys, it would be so easy for me in so many ways. I mean, my husband has, he knows everything there is to know about USDA required labeling. Like he does. He has all of the spices. He has a spice room. I go up there and mix with them sometimes with our secret family recipes when somebody's down. My son was sick for a while. And so we went down there and helped like mix all this, the sausage spices together because they're very, protected recipes. So I don't know. I think I have all the tools and resources. I'd like to do something like that. I know it's a competitive business. I understand how to network. I understand how to sell. Like that's my job. That's what I do, in my full-time gig.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm really enjoying barbecue. Someday it may lead to that. But right now I'm not, jumping quickly to make it a business. I'm just enjoying the ride. You know what I mean? Like I really want to maybe someday, but right now, and maybe I'll start playing around. Like I've done some mixes and, Angelo and I have gone back and forth about flavor profiles and he's a salty man. He likes a lot of salt flavor. And so, I like things for different, now that I'm learning how to barbecue, I want things for different meats, so I understand there's a special kind of thing I'm looking for pork. There's a special kind of rub I'm looking for beef. You can't just do all purpose all the time. You need to have special things for special meats. So,
that's true.
And then we don't like sugar, so trying to find the perfect mix without the sugar, it's a challenge, so we'll see. Someday you may see there's a collection that comes out and you guys will remember our chat.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it before, but now she does. Okay. We got going on, but maybe. Stay tuned.
We'll take full credit for your inspiration.
Thanks a lot. Okay. Yeah.
I will. That was my question.
Okay.
No problem.
I just want to say that Mad Moose Barbecue is Mad Moose Barbecue seasonings are all sugar free. I just want to throw that out there.
Yes.
Just want to say sugar free.
That is important. Yeah, it's important. I think I need sugar free, and I need like a medium spice. Like I can't handle too much. I can't handle too much heat. I'm kind of a baby on some of those spices. Not yours specifically, but like just overall. I just got another spice in the mail yesterday, and I was like, man, I like this. I wish it wasn't as hot.
Right.
It needs to be kind of a medium, a happy medium. If you got a family, it's important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's doing the drink again.
Well, the Spice Caboose came by, so.
Spice Caboose is here.
My wife said, Misty, have you tried any of Zach's or TD's rubs or sauces?
I've tried Zach. I haven't tried any of TD's. He hasn't sent me any samples.
Wow.
But we have connected, and maybe someday you'll get a chance to try them.
No, whatever. Don't. Even if he does, don't try him.
Don't try him. You guys are competing.
No, we have talked. No, we're not. That's one thing with Moose and I is that's with this whole podcast thing. Like we're not here to shove our products down anybody's throats, man. We're here to hang out with each other, bring guests in, have fun with everybody else, man. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what barbecue is really about. Is not just how you're cooking or what you're cooking. It's about doing your thing, and if your thing is drinking beer, barbecuing, and getting tattooed, which is my thing. But that's the goal. Support my family, drink beer, barbecue, and get tattooed. That's all I want to do. Then that's cool. I mean, we don't sit here like put it down there, but we'll have to get you some samples. Yeah, I'll have to definitely get you some samples.
Hey, giving you a hard time.
So
it's okay.
I got one that's gonna throw him for a loop.
Hey, you know what? I have
throw him for a loop that he'll love.
I have a controversial question actually that I saw that was very interesting. I thought. So, Are Cheetos chips?
Yes, I think they are.
Really?
Is our chips really potato
Well,
anymore?
we also know that the cheese dust, the magic cheese dust on chips
Yeah.
does not come on Cheetos does not come from unicorns. It
It doesn't?
literally comes from real cheese. Yeah,
I
I know.
What?
don't think they're chips though.
Yeah, it literally comes from
I
real
don't know.
cheese.
They're in a bag. They look like chips. They crack
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with not my
would
wife.
think
I
it would
think
be
they're more like
classified more as like a cheese
puffs.
bird.
They're
Like
puffs.
But
Yeah.
puffs are still in the chip category. If you're looking at an aisle and you need to go find some chips, you're going to go right there. They're under the
Oh,
chips.
well, that's
If you're going to
True,
look on
that is
Amazon
true.
for chips, you're going to find them there too.
well, that's only because you can't have an entire puff aisle because it'll
That's
just be
right. So is it really
Cheetos.
a category?
Oh,
Is it really a category? It's a made-up one. It's a
yeah, you're right.
description of a potato.
Well, apparently Ryan says hot
But
Cheetos belong
tortilla
on
chips-
elotes.
Are
But
there
what
any
about
potatoes
tortilla
actually
chips, man?
in?
You bring in the
Cheetos?
tortilla chips.
I don't know. I don't
know.
think there's potatoes.
We need
in
a bag of Cheetos to check this
What?
out.
What is?
Are there
Yeah,
any potatoes? No. Yeah, the
we have
butcher-
Cheetos.
We don't eat chips. We don't eat chips or puffs around here, so it's been a while. We're eating pork skins.
Yeah, dude, that's our thing too, man. You put hot
No.
sauce on them? Like pork
Heck
skins,
yeah.
you need hot sauce on them? Oh, yeah.
That's
Dude,
what
all
butcher
yes.
is.
Okay.
I will devour a whole bag of
bag.
pork rinds and a whole bottle of Louisiana. Just
I have a
that.
bag.
Okay,
Yeah, so
you
great.
got a bag of Cheetos. Let's see if there's actually potatoes in there.
Let's
I think
see.
potato makes a chip. Potato.
Ingredients are enriched
about tortilla?
cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
There's no potato in here, bro.
So Doritos are not chips by your.
It's a
by
corn
your-
puff. Yeah.
It's yeah.
You know what? The butcher said it's cereal, like corn puffs.
Yeah,
I would-
probably is, man.
I would agree closer to that because there's no potatoes in here.
So
Then
it's
I
like
guess
a
you're right, it
cheese
can't be
bird,
chips.
but a corn
Oh.
bird.
But let's see, do Lay's actually have? Yep, the first
Yeah, they
ingredient on Lay's potatoes. So okay, I'm gonna say it. Cheetos are not chips. Cheetos are
They're corn puffs.
corn puffs.
Cornmeal
But-
puffs.
But
whatever.
what you're saying is it has to have potatoes in it, right? But what about tortilla chips, like Doritos? Are Doritos chips then?
Good call. Good call.
That's a very controversial
It's
thing
like
for you
anything
to
that
ask.
light-
kind of goes back
maybe
to
it's
the.
light,
That kind of
fried,
goes
and
back to
crunchy.
the.
Yeah. This is lightweight,
Right,
fried,
right.
crunchy.
So like.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, we can definitely keep that as the definition. Hey, thank you
All right.
for clarifying that up right now. So now we're gonna
Cheetos
have to
or
make
popcorn?
sure that we know what a chip is. Since we couldn't figure out what we couldn't figure out the difference between a tortilla and a wrap.
There is no difference.
No.
See. Okay. Let me ask you. Let me ask you, Misty.
Wait.
What would be your dream smoker?
Oh my gosh. To be honest, this is totally ridiculous. It's way out of my league. But I did an interview with one of my Instagram friends, I think 2 weeks ago. And I think it's J Bones Bar and Grill. And he's from Texas. And he's a really cool guy. And this guy has like one of those giant stick burners. And he calls his smoker Mr. Meat, which I love. And it's like, it is so
Mr. Meat?
awesome. Yeah, Mr. Meat. Yeah. So look, J Bones Bar and Grill. And he's just like, he gave me a tour of the smoker. And I always thought I would never want to manage something that big. That seems ridiculous. Like, that's just too much. I'll never cook that much meat. Misty is not going to be a caterer, okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be the catering girl. But as soon as I saw that, I'm like, gosh, I kind of want one of those. I want that. Like, I really want that. So in a way, like in the back of my mind, I'm like, that's kind of a dream. Even if I'm not going to be like the catering gig or wedding person, like I would love to be able to see that fully loaded with all this meat for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I just feel like that would be amazing. That'd be a dream. On a more
Right.
realistic level of like what other smokers would I like to add to my collection? I have Traeger and I have the Art of Flame, and that is all. So
Yes.
and that I love my Art of Flame grill. That is teaching me so much about managing fire and cooking with fire in a totally different way. I love it. It's a challenge and it's so awesome and elegant. And I actually ordered another one. So I'm going to have a smaller one of those little fire pits because I love it so much. And I ordered a rotisserie. So I'm
The Art
going
of Flame?
to, have some meat swirling
Nice.
around. I
Nice.
can't wait to do that. But as far as other brands, I mean, I love the Yoder smoker. I think those are just so cool looking and tough. And I love that they're built in the USA.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
that's pretty cool. They're incredibly expensive, so who knows, if I'll
Yeah.
ever see one of those in my backyard. I also have a curiosity about the big green egg. And, I don't know, I have so many friends that love it so much. I kind of need to see what the rush is about. That's how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to be a part of
Right.
anyone's team. I just want to learn about it and test my skill, I guess. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. I'm ready to
Those.
jump on the spice caboose of the big green egg style, dude. Like the big
Yeah.
green
Yeah.
egg is that's one of the things that I've been wanting and I held off and I'm still holding off. Like I want to actually try to cook on one before I actually buy it.
Yeah.
So yeah. The correct answer is actually the Johnsonville brat truck to that one. You want the Johnsonville brat truck.
You better not
I
say
mean,
that
you
too
just wanna
loud. I
drive
have a
down
guy who makes sausage like sitting on the couch over there.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's
Johnsonville
yeah.
shit. That's another
That's my answer to that question. I will
the
just
crap in it.
I will load that thing up with pork butts and just leave barbecue sandwich all
Oh my
down the
God.
interstate. The
Dude.
Oprah, man, like you get a barbecue
Yeah.
sandwich and you get a barbecue sandwich.
See?
You get a barbecue
Yeah.
sandwich.
You know what? Now that you say that, that's what I've been imagining with that big meat, like the
Right.
giant, stick burner. Like, maybe I'm not a caterer, but what if I could give back to the community? What if I could have somebody roll that up into a place that really needs some food and
Yeah.
hand out pulled pork sandwiches?
Honk,
That is so cool.
Yes.
Oh,
And
my
imagine
wife
how
got
many
mad.
pork butts you could get on that thing and just roll in like.
10,000. My wife got mad because I skipped TD. So
Yeah, I know.
go
I
ahead,
was
TD.
upset, and I didn't want to interrupt Misty.
I know.
Yeah, you did. You
Right,
interrupt.
I'm
You
talking.
didn't do it.
I did. I did skip you. I apologize.
And it really kind of sucks because my question was actually leading in from the whole chip thing.
We remember the chip
So
conversation. So you can go ahead.
So we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to go back to this. So as far as the chip goes, what is the correct number of Pringles you can eat at one time?
Ooh.
That you can, or you should, or you want to. Like, what do you mean?
The correct number that you should eat at one time.
Well, for myself personally, I like to eat one at a time. And even though you can eat more, if you're really hungry, you can probably do that. But I find that when I have more than one chip in those little mini cans, like the snack cans you can pack in a lunch, if I have more than one, it just goes by too fast. You can't really enjoy the experience. Just one chip at a time is like fantastic, because then you can really taste all the flavors and enjoy it. And if you're going to eat that shit anyways, you might as well, feel good about it and enjoy it instead of cramming it down your face. If you cram it down your face, it's like slamming a chocolate bar.
Right.
Like, how could you do that? And savor the moment.
Yeah, it has to be one chip, and it has to be whole, like. Get the whole chip in.
Whole
you get two, man, they like fall apart. And it just it doesn't work. But I mean, I can see like Johnny Mag says 5. One can in the sitting. Yeah, 5. So like, that's what I was gonna ask. Like Matt, like Moose. So if you're gonna eat 2 at a time, then what is your flavor stack? Like, do you do like jalapeno and barbecue, or do you do like pizza and barbecue? Like, what is there a flavor stack that you do?
Who are you asking?
I think
I said
you?
Zach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, so, dude, I said 2 because I'm a child, so I like to make the little duck lip things with my Pringles,
No.
and then eat them.
No.
But I don't flavor stack, dude. Like if I'm eating Pringles, we rarely even have Pringles. So, like if we have Pringles, it's probably one flavor. So I don't have a flavor combo. I just like to make the duck lips, and like my wife says that I eat my chips in 7 seconds. I don't get it. What's the 7? I do a lot of things in 7 seconds.
One at a time. We're monsters, Misty. We're monsters.
I
Eating
know.
them one at a time.
Pretty much. That's okay.
If you're not making the
That's
duck
okay,
lips
I'm cool
things
with
with
it. I'm
Pringles, are you even really even having fun with your Pringles?
I want to see that in your story.
Yes. Dude, my kids do
Okay.
that, man.
All right.
Of course, I'm a huge Oregon Duck fan, so I'm a
Oh,
huge
you
Oregon Duck fan.
Are you
So,
really?
yeah, whenever I coach my daughter's softball team,
No.
are you a Beaver? Oh, no. Or are you Washington State? You're a Wildcat, aren't you?
My husband is a national champion football player for the University of Washington.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. So
Thank you.
So, yeah, so he's a
do you think
Wildcat.
he
awesome.
likes Oregon Ducks?
Or, no, he's not a
Oh.
Wildcat. He's a Husky. He's a Husky.
He's a dog.
That's right.
Wait,
That's
why do you-
Pac-12. I'm okay with it because it's a Pac-12. It's the Pac-12 conference.
That's right, it's
However,
Pac-12.
the Ducks are far superior of a team.
Wait, how are you a Ducks fan? You live in New
He's on the
Mexico.
fly. Oh my God. Huh?
He lives in New Mexico. I don't understand why he's a Ducks fan. He
I
lives
have
in New
no
Mexico.
idea. He likes green? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because no. Well, on Saturdays I'm green and yellow for the Ducks. On Sundays I'm anti-green and yellow because I hate the Packers.
Oh, yay. Okay, we
So
hate the
I'm a Bears fan. Yeah, I'm a Bears fan. So yeah, but no, I lived in Arizona and I went to the ASU Oregon game right out of high school, and my buddy was a Duck fan and I've been a Duck fan since.
Yeah. So my husband
So-
played in the 1991 national championship. And he was part
really?
of that elite team. Yeah, he played with a lot of pro players. The reason the Husky Hall of Fame. And so we have season tickets and we
Wow.
go to these big events. Yeah, a lot of those guys that played and went pro, are close friends. So we're very much Huskies. And my
Wow.
sister-in-law that lives next door, she played basketball for the Huskies. And then she also played professional women's basketball. And she's also in the Hall of Fame. So we're like, I'm surrounded by Huskies. It doesn't matter, if I went to the school or not. I didn't, but everybody else did. And my daughter is going as a freshman this year
Right.
online right now. So she's a Husky. So yeah, Huskies over here.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
right on. So you bleed purple and white, huh?
Purple and yellow, purple and gold.
Oh, purple and gold. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah,
not
'cause they
white.
are purple, gold,
God.
and white.
Okay,
Yeah,
white
yeah.
is an accent
Sorry.
color, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, they primarily do a lot of white. Like, yeah, they do a lot of white with the jerseys, right?
They do. Mm-hmm.
I'm
They
sorry.
don't change,
So,
dude. Oregon is barely yellow and green, dude. It doesn't matter, dude. They're barely those colors. Most of the time they're black and pink, or they change colors every week. That's what happens when you're the best team in college football.
TD, I know I interrupted
You're
you
losing
last time.
friends, man. You're losing friends right now.
Yeah, look at you. You are.
That
So,
might
do
be
you know the?
vision quality.
My wife likes the Ducks, so she is over here cheering you on.
Because your wife is a smart woman.
Well, she lived in Oregon for a while. That's why. But so I have a
She
question.
chose you. Her choices can't be that bad.
Or can they?
Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they're really bad. Maybe they're really bad.
Apparently, everyone has a problem with my
Maybe-
7.5 second Oreo eating.
You called it. You
I
called
mean,
it. That
I
was
just-
all you.
I don't. What? I still don't get
Maybe
it.
Marissa is wishing that she lost the fight.
To not my wife.
She's like, damn, I should have lost that fight, man. Should have lost that fight.
Oh shit. Okay, wait. I have a
God,
good.
you're
I have a good
killing me.
scenario. I have a good scenario question for Misty.
Oh, no.
All right, Misty.
Okay.
You
Ready.
have you have 2 hours to cook for 30 people. What are you going to make? A protein and a side.
Oh, that's 30 minutes?
No. 2 hours to
2
cook
hours.
for
Oh,
30
sorry.
people. 30 people.
Okay, that's right. 30 people, 2 hours. In 2 hours, I would probably do a ton of tri-tip steak. And then the side dish would probably be something really easy, like some kind of pasta. So maybe the mac and cheese would be super easy to do, tri-tip and mac and cheese and a side salad. And
With
a
real
cocktail.
cheese.
Yeah, with real cheese, not fake
yeah.
cheese.
No
And
Velveeta
if
here.
the crowd was trying to
It's
do
not
like
fake cheese. It's literally called Velveeta.
something we've been doing a lot lately is making cabbage as a replacement for pasta. So I might consider doing like some cabbage and some pasta dishes with it, like doing some red sauce with the cabbage. That is a great alternative to feeling like you're missing pasta. So yeah,
I've never heard of that.
I know. I was going to post a picture, and I'm like, it's funny. It tastes so fantastic, but it's so hard to make it look pretty.
Right.
It really is.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I've never heard of that.
It's like the least photogenic of all foods. Like,
Yeah.
you should check out on my YouTube channel. I have a stuffed cabbage, a stuffed smoked cabbage that I do.
Yeah.
I core it out and I fill it with sausage and all kinds of stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
But man, that thing
good.
was the worst thing to photograph. I mean, I split it right down the middle, opened it up, and it was perfect. And I'm like looking at it going, this is the best looking like stuffed cabbage you could ever imagine it looking like. And then you take a picture and you're like, this looks like garbage.
That looks like blah.
Like, why would you even eat this? It's like, it's horrible.
Man.
Cabbage is not pretty, man. Cabbage is not pretty.
That's crazy, dude, because...
Yeah. My husband is like intermittent faster. Like he has a window and everything and he loves his meat, but we rotate nights on who makes dinner. Right. So everyone gets a turn. I have 3 kids. So we basically have between 5 people. We have everyone covered all week. And the weekend is a free-for-all, so you can order food delivery, whatever you want. I don't care.
Oh, nice.
On Wednesdays is the butcher's night, and the butcher's night, or Thursday, is usually consists of some kind of keto-ish kind of meal. It's almost always like a cabbage that's been grilled or sautéed, so it's soft, kind of like a pasta. And then he makes some awesome Italian sauce that goes with it with cheese, and it's like so good. It's just so hard to make look pretty. I might post it just for you guys. I guarantee that thing won't go anywhere, but you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it'll be like, yeah, that's a great idea, but God, that picture is horrible. I have that all the time. I post pictures and I'm like, oh, dude, the idea and the taste is great, but the picture is trash.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell the story.
Spice Caboose is back.
Just like 6 times.
Seriously, oh my God.
I stopped counting, bro. I don't know.
This never happens. This never happens. It's usually like 3 max. So
get inside for your lives, I think. I mean, I made a little corner in the living room because I knew if I went outside, it would be too loud.
Dude, and our house is...
the last question...
Oh, you have the last one. Okay, I won't interrupt you.
Yeah, my last question. My last question is... What is the best thing that your husband cooks, and how does he cook it?
Oh my God!
I'm getting you brownie points.
Maybe, unless she says nothing.
Yeah, I know. She said he was sitting right there, so that's one of the. Yeah. I didn't ask you the worst thing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's so hard. I honestly I can't hear because all I can hear is a train.
Oh, I'm muted.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
I need to hear.
So amazing.
It feels so much better. You got all the people commenting mute.
We gotta get that guy out of our life right now.
Okay, so that feels better. Not getting him out of your life, but probably as far as the best thing that my husband cooks, I was almost going to say steak, but you know what? Honestly, I think between the both of us, he may think he does a better steak, but I think we're pretty even there. One thing that when I got married to him that I was like, all right, this guy can cook is his pasta sauce, like basic red sauce. And how he cooks it is super simple. Probably you would read or, find out about anyone Italian. Their family is from northern Italy, from Genoa. And so his family is really good
Oh,
at
really?
cooking Italian meals. Yeah, they're Italian. So when I first married him, I'm like, just so you know, I don't cook, and so hopefully you do. And he did really well with that. He still does really great pasta sauce. And it's basically just like garlic and onions, and tomatoes. And he never uses tomato paste or anything else. Like he does it really authentic. And I can't really explain it. I know I try to watch him. I try to copy his methods because it's so good, the pasta sauce. And the only thing I see once in a while is some wine in there or some balsamic vinegar. I see him just, doing things as he goes. He really goes by taste. And he loves his salt too. So, every time I make it, I'm like, will you taste it? Is it good enough? He's like, it needs more salt. So anyway, he does that the best. And I would say, exactly how he does it. I don't know all of the steps because he's a little bit sneaky. But for the most part, it's a basic brew that you start out with. And sometimes, depending upon the sauce he makes, he has like the celery and he also has the carrots in there as well. So he does some really good pasta sauces that, again, like I can't photograph well enough to tell you how good they are. But when we got married, I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is amazing. I would invite my friends over to taste his sauce because I was like, this guy
Nice.
can cook.
You're like, jackpot!
Yeah, they're like, you
Score!
My man doesn't cook. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Right. Nice. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Zach, aren't you Italian as well?
I am Italian, so I appreciate a good pasta sauce. So I'm impressed by your husband's abilities to make good pasta sauce.
That's right. I didn't know you were Italian.
So,
all right.
I am Italian. I'm Italian, and I'm part Mexican, which is why I speak such great Spanish.
Sweet.
God, your Spanish is freaking horrible, dude. Like, I don't know why.
My Spanish is great. Yo hablo muy bien.
No, it's not.
What? Bro, all right.
Dude, I live in New Mexico, and I have no Mexican part of me, dude, and I can't speak Spanish at all, and I think I might be better than you.
Dude, I'm literally drinking a Cholo Stout. Like, this is my heritage.
Oh, nice.
Which, by the way, is really good. This was another six-pack beer.
From New Mexico. That's one of my beers, yep.
So you guys
one of my beers, man.
to each other?
Yeah. Every, like, two to 3 weeks, we swap beers.
6 different beers, and he sends me 6 different beers, yeah.
But you know what?
So, and then,
he always gets the better end of it.
I don't know if DB is in the chat anymore, but he was in there. And him and I just recently did it as well, and it's been great, man. It's cool because you're gonna get beers that you're never ever actually thought you would even get a chance at. Yeah, and I mean like that orange and cream milkshake IPA that I had yesterday. Oh, that's
so good.
Absolutely fantastic, man. And it wasn't as milkshakey as I thought it was gonna be. But I could see why it was called a milkshake IPA, and that's the first one I've ever had. So I was expecting it to be like thicker, like more like a milk. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is not going to be good. And then when I took like the 2, because you got to give each beer 2 gulps, like 2 good gulps, to know that it's good. And that's where Misty. I was with that one. So yeah, and everybody's like, you drink half a can. I'm like, no, I took a drink.
No, you drank half. Misty, my wife said, what's the town called that your husband's from?
The town?
I don't know.
Oh, in Italy? He's from northern Italy, so the Genoa area, but Maretta is a very small town in the mountains and in northern Italy. It's called Maretta. And I've actually been there. I went there for my honeymoon. I went to Italy for my honeymoon, and it was amazing to go to the village where his family started. There was, we went up the mountains, and I remember seeing like mining for, what was that? Like granite or something. Anyways, it was like, it was so incredible. Marble, duh. So the wine is starting to catch up with me, so I apologize. I'm going slow.
No, you're good.
That's the point of the Mad Goose and TD's Brew barbecue stuff.
The marble.
That's what we do here.
It was amazing. It was like this little cottage. Yeah. This little tiny town of Maretta, she may not be familiar with because it was like maybe one church and like 5 other houses. It was like this coolest thing. It was like, I wish I would have had my iPhone back then when I was younger because I would have captured it all, told the story. Maybe I'll need to go back.
Right on.
That'd be awesome. All right. So it's about that time. We usually do like 90 minutes, but I have one last question.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. We're going to make one last controversial question very quick. We're not going to argue about it with people in the comments. I know you people like to argue about this question, but do you wash your chicken?
Oh, God, no. Hell no.
All right. Okay, thank you. That's all.
No.
We're not going to get crazy. People, TD likes to wash his chicken. He's weird.
Oh.
He likes to get salmonella all over the kitchen. It's ridiculous. I know.
Wait, dude. So
No.
I forgot to ask. Did you or did you not get salmonella from your mom defrosting the chicken in hot water?
I might have. I just react to it differently because I was grown. Yeah. But anyways, okay. Last question.
Okay, listening.
Yeah. Last question for the night. So we've talked about a bunch of stuff. What is next for Seattle Butcher's Wife? What are you gonna do next? You know, like, you have any plans of like what is your next goal that you want to meet, or you know, where do you want to go with your Instagram following? Like, what is next for you?
Well, I'm not really worried about the Instagram following. I don't think I'm, trying to build more followers by doing anything special. But for me personally, I think I'm still learning. I'd like to say that, I want to do so many things, but I'm still learning. I'm not an expert yet on cooking with fire, and I want to learn more about that. I want to be really good at it, and that's the thing. Like, I could teach ladies all day. And actually, I'd love to do this, like, for the Traeger. Like, I'd love to be able to just get a bunch of women together, have some wine, and,
Absolutely.
go through, let's do a rib night. Let's do a pork butt night. Like, I'd love to do that. So maybe realistically, something like that could be happening relatively soon if we weren't going through COVID. I've already made some contacts.
Right.
I've already had some conversations. But as far as events, those aren't happening really right now. So for me personally, I'm working on learning my craft, building recipes, trying out things that I, was thinking about but didn't have time for. Like, I have a list of stuff that I want to do. I have a list of recipes people have given me, or ideas or influences, things I've written down that I'm like, I need to try that. I love to do things that are different and creative. So the can pork chop, that I had with the pork belly attached, and then also had the pork skin on it. Like, that was epic. I cannot explain the flavor. I cannot explain, like, the whole process is freaking amazing. And if you haven't done it before, it was like, so I wish I could share that with the world, So I was like, okay, I don't think pictures was enough. I need to figure out how to show this better in a video, so for me personally, I want to learn more. And I also need some help, like, learning how to edit videos. You see, I don't really put out a bunch of videos. I'm not like one of those girls that puts out the 5-second videos. And I'd like to be. I'd like to learn how to edit videos better on Instagram right now. And for a while, like, seriously, for like over 6 months, I've been blocked from using music. I've been blocked from sharing stories with music. For whatever reason, it won't let me use any music on my reels. No music.
Mine doesn't do that either.
Yeah, it's so awful. And I know that it's something about, like, some copyright thing, so they only select some people that, can't use music. So I'm one of them. And it's disappointing because I want to put reels out there at least to start the process and put, little clips there. Yeah. But now, since that's not working, I need to figure out how to use some of the apps I've downloaded and waited on. But, I have another job and I have a life, and it's so hard to, like, put everything together. But I really do need to do that because I'd really love to be able to share more of the how-to piece, specifically with women, honestly. And not just women, even kids. Like, I love teaching my daughter and having my nieces and nephews over. Like, I love getting them into. I've already done a couple instructional step-by-step. How do you do the ribs on the Traeger? It's so easy, guys. You guys need to learn this. You can move out and make some bomb ribs for your friends. Everyone will talk about you. So I love doing that.
Awesome. I love it. I think that's a good idea
awesome.
too.
I never knew that you could. Sorry, Zach. I didn't mean to. It kind of lagged, so I didn't realize you were talking. So
you have terrible internet.
my Instagram wouldn't let me use music.
Yeah.
Like it never has, and I've been trying to figure out why. And everyone's like, "Oh, delete the app and re-download it," and it doesn't work. And then
No.
the same thing with like the reels. Like
Yeah, same.
I was trying to switch from a 15-second reel to a 30-second reel,
Yeah.
and I can't. It will not allow me to switch to a 30-second reel.
Yeah.
And
They're
like,
kind of
just do that.
picky. Yeah, I know. Yeah, mine does the same thing. And I know some friends that work at Facebook and Instagram, and they just have selected a certain group of individuals they've decided to allow, and then some people that they have not for no particular reason. But there was a big
like,
copyright thing, and
this
I
I
was
can
like,
suck it.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah. I was like, well, the only way to get music on there is to do TikTok and to share your TikTok. If you do a TikTok, you can share your TikTok. It has the music. So I'm terrible at TikTok, so I don't even know how to do it.
Oh, the
I
TikTok
don't
is
know if I'm gonna have too
horrible.
many shares. from there.
TikTok's where it's at.
I know we
but,
need our teenagers out.
No, I
know.
definitely.
It's happening.
Yeah,
It's where you get a lot of
definitely wouldn't,
traffic.
man. Yeah. So I
Alright.
learned a TikTok dance last night. I'm not going to show you guys. My
Oh,
daughter,
please
Whoa,
don't.
whoa,
my middle daughter.
How are you gonna not show us? How are you gonna not show it? How are you gonna ask her to
It
sing
goes
and
like
then
this.
not
Okay,
show?
all right, so
I
you
know,
guys.
right?
So you okay. So you twisted my arm. Okay, so it goes like this.
He wanted to.
And then I go. That's how it goes. That's it. But there's
ever-
more. But yeah, I'm not.
Don't ever do that again. Never mind.
No, we're running out. But dude,
Never
see,
mind.
like,
That was
seriously, like,
the worst TikTok dance I've ever seen in my entire life. Please don't ever do that.
No, I won't.
Are you gonna? Yeah, you were supposed to learn the WAP. You were supposed to learn the WAP dance and do that for us.
The WAP, dude, and I'm not gonna do the WAP, dude. I'm not gonna
Oh,
have
wow.
a person in my house show me how to do that. I'm
It's not the
going
WAP.
to do that.
It's not the WAP.
Yeah. So I had a conversation with my wife, and I was right on what the WAP was. Okay, I had never heard the song or anything before, so I was right. But anyways, dude, so the most important thing of the night, I have to say before we bring this to a close. So today is
Never dance
11/11,
again.
right? Today is no. In all seriousness, today is November 11th, right? Which is also Veterans Day.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
So, not only that, dude, but Moose is a veteran, correct?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were a veteran.
No, I'm just a cop.
You're. Oh, okay. I thought you were a veteran. So I had this whole thing planned. That was going to be super cool. We were going to thank you, but hey, you know what? Thanks to all the veterans out there.
Yes.
Besides
Thank you to the real veterans. I am not.
Seriously, I thought it was. I really thought that you were a veteran, man. And
Oh, no.
I knew you were a cop, but I thought you were a veteran at the same time. So I wanted to say, thanks, as being a veteran, And,
No, I'm not.
But anyways, you are a cop. It's all the veterans out there. Let's raise our glasses.
Yes. Cheers to the veterans out there. Thank you for what
we
you've
wouldn't
done.
be able to do this.
That's
if it wasn't
right.
for them.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're going to bring this to a close. Misty, thank you so much for coming
Thanks for having
tonight.
me.
We hope you had a
Yeah.
good time. We try to make it fun.
Definitely.
And if you guys don't follow her on Instagram, it's Seattle Butcher's Wife. It's kind of hard to say, but Seattle Butcher's Wife. And
You
go
got
follow
it.
her. Check her out. She's got a bunch of cool stuff, great pictures and everything. So check us out next week, next Wednesday, same time, same place. We will have another special guest. And Misty, you want to say anything before we finish off here?
Certainly. Thank you so much for following, and I really had a fun time with you guys tonight. And happy Veterans Day for anyone out there who has served our country and allowed us these freedoms. Cheers to you.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
all right, guys.
everybody has that, like, one of those Instagram followers that always pops up every time they're on their feed. And I swear, every time I open my Instagram, Misty is one of the first two people that I see, like almost every time. And that's great, And the fact that she could take time to come and hang out with us,
Absolutely.
which is even cooler. So if you get a chance, give her a follow, man. And I appreciate the times that you spent talking to me before, and I'm sure
Yeah.
Lisa does as well.
I appreciate you guys too. I think that's what it is. I think you said it earlier, like the barbecue family is about this community, and supporting each other, learning from each other,
Right.
being there for each other through the good and the bad, keeping it positive when things are crazy. So I know it's helped out a lot of the people right now through this interesting 2020
Yeah.
to have each other, right? To
Yep.
really be inspired by each other, commiserate with each other. It's been awesome. So thank you for supporting just the overall community. And I'm excited that you guys invited me.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, with that, guys, good night. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you next week. Have a good night.
Bye.
See you guys.